Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another board game unboxing. This is a game called Fresco, and this is the big box version, as you can see. It's a game with 10 or 11 modules in it, 3 expansions, and full expansions, and then 3 modules were included in the original base game, so I guess 7 additional in those 3 expansions, 7 additional modules. It's by Queen Games, and it's designed by Marco Ruskowski and Marcel Subelbeck, I believe it's pronounced, or Subelbeck, looks like. Game that was released, as you can see, in 2010. And this big box, I think, is like 2014, 2015, right around that time. They did do a mega box last year for it, which is set to be, I think, released soon. At least the Kickstarter backers are going to get their copies in, like, I think, September from that time. We thought about getting that version of it, which is going to include even a few more expansions and tile-like, porcelain pieces. Very nice, but also very expensive, around $200. So we kind of backed out of that, but we recently just played the Fresco game and with a friend of ours in our gaming group, and decided to order the big box there. So we'll see. We got it for a very good price, only $45, plus $11 in shipping from Board Game Geek Mice. So got a really good deal on it. So I decided to check it out. It also came with a additional board to it, which was part of the Kickstarter for the big box, and like I said, 2014, 2015. So without further ado, we did remove the plastic on this. We started another video, but the glare on it was horrible, so we decided to take the plastic off. But we have not opened up the box itself. Just take my word for it. So without further ado, let's look and see what's inside the box. All right. So lots of player boards in here. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I was going to remove the big box itself. Actually, let me read around the back of the box first. So as you can see, these are the all the different. So it is 10 different modules in it. Let's see here if I can name them to you. Oops. As the rest of the box falls out because we took the cover off of it. So we have the module number 1, which is the portrait, which came in the original box. Module 2, the Bishop's Request. And module 3, special blend color. So those 3 came in the original Fresco box. Module 4 is the Wishing Well. Number 5 is the gold. The leaf gold, or the gold leaf, I guess you could call it. Module 6 is the glaziers. Module 7, the scrolls. Module 8 is the bells. Module 9 is the wall fresco, sorry. And number 10 is the medico. So they all add about 10-15 minutes, well, actually anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes to the actual gameplay. But you can see it won a bunch of different awards, and as you can see, these are all the different box covers for the game and the expansions, with all those awards there. So it includes the basic game, 10 expansions, and a Queenie. So Queenie is like a little mini thing. The Queenie is right down below there, as you can see right there. Is the Queenie down below the board game there. All right, so let's check it out and see what we got. So put that there. Put that there. All right, so let's see. Now we'll move this away. So lots of stuff inside this. All right, so here we go. So this is going to fold out here. A piece came out there, but this will fold. And this is almost like a tri-fold, but it's going to have all the different paint chips in here. The paint's right there. The coins. And these are just show you the thickness here. Decent thickness, the tiles. Okay. Let's see if we can show you this here. So, just some of the pieces here. And this is for one of the expansions, I think the Medico. And this is one of the little expansions here. Another board there. And then I think this is for the Bells expansion. And then some of the other little things right there. Right. That's one of the things there. Let's see. So just put it on the full up now. Alright, now we have these are for the base game up top here. So these are going to be some of the tiles that we're going to place on the Fresco and revealing. Trying to paint. And this is for one of the expansions here. Another part for the expansion. And these are the coins right here. So I get 10s, 5s, and 1s in the coin denominations. And this one is a double fold, I think. Yep, just a double fold. This is part of the expansion down below here. More coins. I think this is part of the wishing well. And these are the player boards right here, which you're going to get. Each person is going to get one of these, and these are going to determine how you do your actions. So you're going to set these in secret to determine where you're going to go. The marketplace, the gallery, mixing paints, the theater, and so forth. Theater to improve your mood, and so forth. Okay. So that is just a explanation of that. And then on the back of the player boards, these are for the last round of the last round. You're going to have 2 opportunities to meet the Fresco there in the last round. Alright, so that's another board there. So we can just put it in here. Alright, let's see here. So we have another one here. That's for the gold leaf, I think, expansion right there. One of the expansions there. And the instructions, I think, must be inside the box, a little deeper down. Normally they're on top, but... And then these right here are going to be some bonus colors you're going to get when you collect different tiles and stuff. So you're going to get bonus colors and stuff. And these are the primary amount of the wall of the frescoes here that are going to go on the Fresco, which we're going to paint. And then these right for one of the expansions here. I think one of the expansions that was in the base box allow you to get different bonus points and getting a set collection thing. And then yeah, these are the coins. You gotta get initial coins and then set collection kind of stuff. All right, here's one of the instruction booklets. This is the for the big box instruction booklet here. And I think this is the English version, English in Great Britain. So good examples and everything. To instruct how to set it up with a different amount of players. 3 and 4 player game, playing the game. Market pricing. When you play 2-player, you're going to have a dummy player in there too. Well, he's not going to score points, but he's going to affect things on the track and take away different tiles and everything. And just different rules on how you move the bishop. Bishop comes to see whatever you paint, and you get points based upon how close he is. And the portraits expansion, and now these are going to go into like expansions, the bishop's request. The special blend colors. Like the wells, wishing well there. The leaf gold, the gold leaf. The glaciers expansion. I use that. So lots of good examples, it looks like. The scrolls. The bells. And the game and final scoring. In a 2-player game, different rules for that. The wall fresco. That one looks interesting. Changes when playing the game. Basically what the expansions, how you have to change the game. The Medico. That's probably one of the more difficult ones I've heard. Setup changes. Again, it does take place during the Renaissance period, so healing and stuff during the medical expansion. And the Queenie, the little expansion there for the Queenie. And then there's the main game board there with the Fresco in the middle, and then the player boards around it. And a different expansion set. I think this is set up with all the modules there. And then basically the basic game and kind of a table of contents for if you're looking for a specific expansion, how to set it up and the rules and everything. So decent thickness here. It's 31 pages. Yep, 31 pages. 32 actually, I think, probably at the back. There you go. And this is kind of interesting. I saw this when one of the other people did the expansions. I mean, did the unboxings. Is the player shields are punch out. So this is like the player shield. It kind of gives you example what you do, what you do in each round. Basically, you start by going to the marketplace. Well, you start by placing your pawn when you're going to wake up, kind of thing. And then that depends upon what the prices are in the market and what you can buy, turn order, that kind of stuff. And the second one is, this is where you set up. So first you set up all the paints in the markets, and then you set up what time you're going to wake up. Put a worker there, and then it's going to be, finally, you're going to set your actions. How many workers you're going to put in each action. Action determines how many actions you can do. Whoops, sorry. But this is going to fold like that, and one of the player shields. And different. It's blue for the blue player with the blue drapes. And then you're also going to get. Just do the blue player here. They're decent thickness. And again, this is the one for the blue. Oh, this is for the red player, I guess. Yellow player. Sorry. So these are the main ones for the yellow player. And then let's see what the red. This is the other shield for the. Here we go. Okay. And this is another one, the other shield for the blue player. And then these right here is kind of a neat little thing. Kind of gives you color theory here and what makes what. Like yellow and red make orange, blue and yellow make green. Your secondary colors, blue and red make purple, and so forth. So different things in there. Ooh, looks like our taquitos are done. But anyway, yep, so the different, all the shields are in here. So each person gets 2 shield colors. And this is really neat. This is where you're going to, since the originally in the base game you put the different paint cubes on the main board, but we need that for other things on the main board now. So this is where you're going to put the different paint colors in here for the market kind of thing, which is cool. And then this is a recessed board also for one of the expansions. So it's this is recessed too, the paint cubes and stuff. That's cool. I like it when they do the recessed boards. It makes it a lot easier. Sorry, I was standing up probably through most of the explanation, so sorry if it's a little bit faint there. I tried to talk a little bit louder, but all right. And then let's see here. I think we have a player board, and we get some nice cloth bags in here. So these are really cool. I didn't know these are in here, but nice bags with, I don't know what language that is on there, but if it even is a language, but nice design and cool designs on these. I think this is where you pull the paint cubes out of. And you get 2 of these right here, 2 of these bags, nice drawstring bags. Decent size, you can fit your whole hand in there. Kind of a little bit thin, but it's okay, they're nice, cool design. And you have all your meeples and everything in here. And your paint cubes. So I'll just show you a couple things in here. I'll take out a few things. So these are your these are going to be for tracking what time, when you get up in the morning track, and I think one other track possibly. I think the track where it determines your mood. So this is kind of cool. Almost looks like a little graduate, but it's a painter with a square hat there. You can see that. This is cool. Then these are the little ones you get right here. These are the ones that are going to go on your action sheet there, determine when you just hidden behind your screen. So these are kind of cool. Little meatballs there, little painter's hat. And then these are kind of like the rarer colors of the brown, the cubes there. And then you have your pinks, which are the secondary colors. And then your orange there, which is a little bit bigger. And then finally you have your basic colors, which are like yellow and kind of like the same cubes that came in Amerigo, games like that, or Macau. So these are just your little basic colors there, your primary colors. They're all wooden. This is all wooden pieces. And then you got your cool little bishop here, the bishop. And he'll be placed on the fresco, and he'll be coming to see what you paint and everything. So that's the bishop. Yep. So just a ton of cubes in there, cubes and meeples and everything like that. It's a nice wooden chunk. And it's got one small deck of cards, which is your for your paint portraits. Oh, actually, there's more meeples. Let me show you those. Some more paint cubes. More meeples and everything, black colors and everything. Black color for the meeples. And you have these. I'm not sure if these are for one of the expansions or for one of the tracks, but I think they might be for one of the expansions. So one for each color there. And then the small little deck of cards here, which are the portraits, which basically, instead of just going to the market, to paint a generic portrait and getting $3, you're going to be able to go there and get special powers, which is cool, really cool. It's one of the expansions I play with probably all the time. And it did come in the original base box, if I can get this done. Oh yeah, and there's also something really cool in here too as far as advertising goes. So it's the way they advertise their different games, which is kind of neat. Probably the most advertising I've seen for a company in a box. If I can get this off. Okay. Here we go. All right, I think I got it now. There we go. These are pretty thin, but I'm going to be sleeving these, so no worries. Actually, they're not too bad. A little bit thin, but these are the portrait cards. So this guy right here will allow you to move the bishop, I think, in extra space. And it's an anytime action with the infinity symbol there. You can use it all the time. And then this one gives you one more coin, I think, all the time during probably income. And then this one is an immediate action, the lightning bolt, which gives you a coin in 2 of any of those colors. And this one is an immediate, I think allows you to get your mood up to the maximum. And so forth, and the other immediate effects. So they're either immediate or ongoing effects you get here. So different, there's quite a big stack of these. So a lot of these. And then there's a bunch of, see if I can find out where they start here. And these are kind of like player aids here, which gives you what colors make what. So a nice big stack of these special abilities, which is a nice. Adds a lot of replayability. I think they're A and B stacked too. There, you can see there's a B portraits and there's A portraits. I think there are. Oh, maybe just B and maybe just the B. Yeah, A, B, and C. There we go. And then here are just some advertising some of their other games. Another big box one we're looking at. Well, mega box we may get is for Alhambra, 2003. Amerigo, there you go. We already have that one. Edo, not heard of that one. Cairo. Kingdom Builder, we've heard of that one. That one kind of looks interesting. Lancaster, one of our friends has this game. Lost Legends. Magna Rainey. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. I haven't heard of that one either. Res Publica. Sparta, Templar. I haven't really heard of a lot of these. A lot of them are older, I think, but some of them are good. And let's see here. Oh, it's like one other thing. Oh yeah, And these are for the glass cubes for one of the other expansions here. They're kind of like a little bit like the Sagrada glass cubes in there, but with different colors. There you go. So lots of stuff in there, and then nice insert here. I'll show you. So a nice insert allows you to put stuff, you know, neatly away. I guess show this some organization to it. Helps with setup and takedown. And normally I cut to show the board, but I'm just going to set it up right here. It's not that big of a board. So let's see. And again, it's another board that suffers from being inside the box. And it's going to need a little bit of flattening out. So let's see here. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Oops. It's all right. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that. So there's the fresco in the middle there. In the Renaissance period, of course, Sistine Chapel. And then it's got the track around the outer part of it. And then up here, and that's going to be what we do first. It's going to determine what time we get up. And obviously earlier, our mood's going to go down. And then, if I can get the mic closer over here. Sorry about that. And then, but everything's going to cost more if you get up earlier too. So, and then here's your mood track right here. So, if your mood reaches a certain level, you're going to have an extra worker you're going to have available to you. And if it gets below a certain level, you're going to lose a worker. And then this is going to be for one of the expansions. Originally, that's where you place the paints, but one of the expansions in the base box will go there. And then here's where the portraits go. Initially, it was just the 3 portraits you got there, the three coins for the painting a portrait, but now you can place up to 3 portraits there, depending on the player count. And iconography is very good. It kind of shows you what you do when. So it's very good there. And then up top is the marketplace where we're going to do the paints and everything, where you're going to purchase your paints. And then here you can paint the altar too if you can have it. All the paint tiles are going to go in here. And I think when there's 6 tiles left or less, then that triggers the end of the game. And I'm sure with the expansions there's other conditions too that trigger the end of the game. And then here you can paint the altar too. You get a lot less points, but it allows you at least to get some points. And that's pretty much it right there. So yeah, that is big box Fresco. Lots of stuff inside of it. So we're definitely looking forward to getting this one to the table. Again, we have played the original base game, but we will play the... let's see there. We will look forward to, see if I can get that straightened out there a little bit. Good enough to play this one. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and this is another board game unboxing from Higher Ground Gaming. So we have a couple more games to unbox, and so we'll get those to the unboxing video as soon as we can. So take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next unboxing. Bye-bye now.